The past is all around us.
Oh, this is crazy.
A world of mystery.
This is a plane.
Yeah.
Danger.
We are about to be underwater. Whoa!
And adventure.
It's just straight down.
I travel to the far corners of the earth to uncover where legends end and history begins.
Okay, let's punch it.
I'm Džoš Gejts, and this is Expedition Unknown. My search for Rapta begins on another historic African outpost on the island of Zanzibar. It's been on maps for as long as maps have been drawn, and at its heart is Stone Town. It's a weathered labyrinth of moldering citadels and narrow streets, all covered by a blanket of rusted tin. Everything here feels exotic, right down to the ornately carved wooden doors. It's not every day you encounter brass spikes to defend against ramming elephants.
On these humid streets, you rub shoulders with an eclectic crowd, from Muslim traders and Buddhist monks to Maasai warriors and some high-flying kids.
I'm on my way to meet a local explorer with new information about the hunt for Rapta. But in this neighborhood, it's a good idea to leave a little early.
I'm good, brother.
Boom.
Right?
Good, yeah. Stone Town is a place like no other. I could pick up a local street map, but frankly, it wouldn't help. Getting lost here is all but guaranteed. And, well, kind of the point.
They say all roads lead to Rome, but in Stone Town they converge at a coffee and dominoes hangout known as Jaw's Corner. I wonder why they call it that.
I'm gonna need a bigger cup.
Maybe it has something to do with the sharks circling the domino tables.
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay.
I was the president of my high school dominoes club.
Really?
Oh, no, wait a minute, I worked at Domino's. Close. Okay, here we go, come on, bring it.
Double door. Two.
Two, eh?
Okay, double four.
Double four.
Go.
Oh.
Yeah. Six.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Again.
Give me the watch, come on.
No.
I may be flush with victory, but Rapta awaits. To hear the story of this once mighty city, I head to the rooftop bar of the exotic Emerson Hotel. This one-time palace boasts the best views of Zanzibar in town. Up many flights of stairs, I find diver and explorer Alan Sutton.
Usana, Josh. Take a seat.
Thank you.
Alan has lived and dived in Zanzibar for decades, and nobody knows more about the island's history and legends.
This is incredible.
This is paradise.
It is paradise. The only thing missing from our view here is Rapta.
Yeah. Rapta's been missing for a long, long time.
Very long time.
Yeah.
So, okay, help me understand this place. When do we first hear about Rapta? When is it first written down?
Well, about 2,000 years ago, from a periplus.
A periplus. I'm going to need some help with that.
Yeah, well, a periplus is a nautical log.
Specifically, a periplus is a record kept by sailors to note landmarks and harbors as they navigate through unfamiliar areas. And Alan's research has revealed this one from 40 AD, when an unnamed Roman merchant sailing the ports along the eastern coast of Africa recorded a detailed account of his trip.
And this map here is drawn up from the periplus.
So based on this 2,000-year-old periplus, this map is drawn?
Correct.
Okay, to get my bearings here, we have India and Arabia, and this is Eastern Africa.
Eastern Africa.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you look over here, you'll see
Rapta Emporium.
Yep, that's correct.
It's on the map.
Yes, it is.
Okay, we've literally now got it on a map. It is a real place.
Yes.
This is not the stuff of legend. Rapta is real.
Yes.
And unlike these other coastal ports that we see written inside the continent, this is written in the Indian Ocean. So it must be either an island or jutting out from the mainland.
That's correct. A peninsula or promontory.
Right, okay.
And this is a translation of the original text.
Okay, so this is from the periplus.
16, yeah.
The periplus talks about an emporium known as Rapta. Rapta was the very last trading outpost for Rome on the African continent. As far as the Romans were concerned, Rapta was almost literally at the end of the world.
So this is really the end of known civilization here.
In those times, absolutely.
And the description is that this is kind of a happening place.
Yeah, it must have been bustling. You know, they're dealing with really high-end products. You know, ivory, rhino horn, gold, silver, copper, and probably gemstones. These were sort of exotic items back in Rome and carried a very high value.
Right.
So you're talking serious trade.
Right, because this is not listed as just a port on here. It literally is called an emporium.
It must have been a really special place.
In the 1st century, the Roman Empire was home to more than 50 million people, a quarter of the world's population, many clamoring for exotic goods from Africa. And Rapta had it all. Lucky for us, the Periplus gives up an amazing clue as to where this emporium was. It says the city was 2 days' sail south of an island known as
Minuthius.
Minuthius. And what do we think Minuthius is?
Well, Minuthius is Zanzibar, which is right where we are now.
So we're in Minuthius.
Yes.
Based on a projection of how far a ship could sail in 2 days' time, Rapta must lie within a search zone of a few hundred miles from here.
Okay, so we have some good clues here now. We know it's off the coast of East Africa. We know it's within a few days' sailing of where we're sitting.
So we're close.
We're definitely close.
Yeah.
Can we get closer?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
You know, in AD 150, Claudius Ptolemy mentions Rapta as well.
Okay.
And we can have a look at his map.
Okay.
We trade in one ancient map that Alan's uncovered for another.
I have to say, for being 2,000 years old, this map's pretty incredible. I mean, we have a real sense of the shape of Africa here.
If you have a look over here.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Rapta.
Yes. And you'll see it calls it a metropolis.
A metropolis?
Yes, it's expanded.
Ptolemy's account, written only 100 years after the Periplus, describes the city as being much more significant, including fortifications and a sizable harbor, which would have been necessary to accommodate Roman ships of up to 150 feet in length.
Well, Alan, now I'm confused. We've got 2 different maps here that show Rapta. It's 2 days' sail from here. Why can't we just go there?
Rapta vanished.
Literally.
Literally. By the Middle Ages, it's disappeared. It's gone. No one knows where it is.
The legends say that Rapta, like Plato's storied city, was swallowed by the ocean, perhaps obliterated by a violent tsunami.
But of course, Plato's Atlantis is the stuff of legend, but this is real.
Look, there's no question this was a real place, and it's gone.
So Africa's Atlantis.
Africa's Atlantis, yes, correct.
And by studying these maps and documents, there's one place within the search zone that Alan has pinpointed as concealing this real Atlantis.
Most people think that it's under the ocean and close to Mafia Island.
Mafia Island. So it's in Italy.
No, it's not. In Swahili, Mafia means a pleasant place to live.
I thought it meant sleeps with fishes.
Different Mafia, yeah.
Okay, Mafia Island is about how far from here?
It's 2 days sail south of here.
Okay, that's good.
And in Ptolemy's account, he describes Rapta as being at 7 degrees south. And interestingly, Mafia Island is at 7 degrees south.
In other words, a perfect candidate.
Do we know exactly where off the coast of the island Rapta might have been?
We don't know exactly where it is yet, but there are 2 groups of archaeologists on the island looking for it, and I can introduce you to them.
I would love that.
Great.
Okay, to Mafia.
I'm heading to an island off the coast of an island known as Mafia, but a 2-day sail is not in the cards, so I squeeze aboard a Cessna 208 Caravan. It's a tight fit.
All right, well, what else do we need? Oh, right.
Once the crew boards, we take off and I settle in for a quick 100-mile trip. It doesn't take long to spot our destination.
There's the island.
Wow.
Mafia may be 6 times the size of Manhattan, but only has 3% of its population. We land at their version of JFK.
Okay, now what?
Alan called ahead to the archaeology team here to say I was coming, but there's no cab to hail. Instead, I just grab one of these.
Well, this little 3-wheeled beauty is known as a tuk-tuk. At least that's what they call them in Thailand. Around the world, they're known as pigeons, Johnny B's, Bajaj, Bao Bao, or Easy Bikes. Hey, what do you call this?
It is a tuk-tuk.
It's a tuk-tuk. Yeah, it's a tuk-tuk. As to why it's emblazoned with a huge sticker that reads Boss Lady that's partially obscuring my view, it's because I insisted they put it there. What can I say? I'm a sassy CEO. Let's do this.
The team I'm meeting is across the island, so I've got a bit of a drive.
Just look at this island. Mafia is one of those places you just don't find in the world very much anymore. There's a little bit of tourism here, but at one point this may have been a bustling emporium where the treasures of the continent were traded with the Roman Empire.
I make my way to the far side of the island where I trade in 3 wheels for no wheels and motor well offshore to a set of watery coordinates. There should be absolutely nothing here, which is why I'm puzzled to spot land?
Whoa, what is that?
On remote Mafia Island off the coast of Tanzania, I'm searching for the lost city of Atlantis. No, not that one. I'm talking about Rapta, known as the Atlantis of Africa. Once a wealthy center of commerce thousands of years ago, it vanished beneath the waves of the Indian Ocean. Or did it?
That's land. Not much, but it's land.
I transfer to a waiting skiff and complete my journey to this improbable spit of terra firma, where I find archaeologist Cesar Bita and Dr. Felix Chami.
Professor Chami, I presume.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Very nice to meet both of you. Now, I have read that you are the world's foremost authority on Rapta.
It is true, yes, yes.
Does that mean that you know where Rapta is?
Yes, I know exactly where it is. It is under your feet.
This is Rapta!
Yes, the metropolis of Rapta.
We are standing on a mysterious linear formation that rises up out of the Indian Ocean. The locals have long referred to it as Mwamba Okuta, or the Rocky Wall.
You're standing now on the wall of Rapta, and it's quite long, 3 miles east-west. You can see how extensive it goes.
So this whole thing I see going off into the distance, that's all part of Rapta?
That's it.
You say this is man-made?
Yes.
This is man-made, exactly.
But to my eyes, it is not at all clear that this is man-made. It's the kind of hotly debated question I've encountered before.
Have you ever heard of the Yanaguni ruins in Japan?
Yeah.
This is another place that there's a real debate as to whether it's man-made or geological.
I wasn't expecting something this architectural. Everywhere you look, there seems to be some sort of right angle or straight line.
And this site is just as puzzling. Is this the work of human engineering? Finding out won't be easy. I'm informed that Mwamba Okuta here only shows itself for a brief period every day.
So as the tide comes up, this gets submerged?
Yeah, it gets completely submerged.
How much time do we have?
Roughly half an hour.
Half an hour, and then we're underwater.
We will be submerged.
Suddenly, we're on a short clock to examine the site before the sea claims it once again.
So do you have any doubt that this is Rapta?
Not at all.
Prove it.
Okay, let us know. I'll show you boulders.
Please, show me the boulders.
Since Rapta was likely destroyed by a tsunami, Dr. Chami contends that this toppled wall is what's left. We walk down a rapidly sinking path atop the formation to see his proof lying half submerged in the water.
Look at this! This looks like a block. Oh my word, that is like a squared off block.
So yeah, man-made. No nature can create this.
This is crazy.
They are exactly linear.
I mean, they are rectangular blocks. This looks like a Lego set.
Very geometric. We can even do a measurement of the same.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm putting this right up in the corner.
On the corner is 78 inches.
78 inches, so more than 6 feet. So what do you think this is? Is this carved stone or is this like concrete?
Yeah, this is what we call Roman concrete.
Roman concrete.
The ancient Romans were masters of engineering who invented so-called hydraulic concrete, which was used to build harbor walls across the ancient world by sinking squared-off caissons of cement that set into a rock-hard material. Dr. Chami and Cesar have recorded these types of so-called blocks all along the vast extent of the wall. They also contend that there are clear architectural blocks underwater. as well as possible remains of pottery or artifacts from Rapta's rich emporium.
Can we see it?
We can see it. You can dive and see it.
Okay, we're running out of dry land here. Okay, let's get moving. This tide is coming in real quick now.
In the few minutes we've been here, the waves have gotten higher, and the land beneath our feet is rapidly disappearing.
We're about to get swamped. This tide is really coming in now. Oh, big wave! Caesar! Caesar! Come here!
We climb what passes for higher ground here, and we call in a boat to pluck us out of the rising water.
Hey!
Bring the vessel here.
Hey, hang on, hang on! Okay, let's get aboard.
We make it aboard safely and watch as the mysterious stone structure retreats beneath the waves. That wall, if it is a wall, would be a huge discovery and could put Rapta back on the map. But not without a smoking gun. It will take unimpeachable signs of human construction or the discovery of Rapta's ancient artifacts to prove this is the missing emporium. The truth is underwater, which is where we intend to go.
Visibility is not good.
Yeah, stay close to me.
Okay, right behind you.
Our time here is limited. Once the tide fully sweeps over the wall, the strong current will sweep us out to sea. We'll need to work fast.
Josh, we want to show you something here. Look at this.
Oh, look at that!
It's like a channel,
Channel for what? Like for water?
like a drain system for moving water out of the harbor.
It does look like a cut channel.
Yes, look at the geometric cut edges and the wind, which is very uniform.
Totally uniform. It's consistent all along here. It reminds me of Roman harbor construction.
The Romans' engineering prowess extended to water management. They built elegant aqueducts that function to this day. Caesar thinks this channel could be part of a system that they built for Rapta.
It all seems like design.
It may look that way, but looks have been known to deceive. We continue to search the bottom for any artifacts or evidence of construction. It's a job made more challenging by the strong current, which drags us against the reef. Not to mention the presence of venomous companions.
Lionfish there, Caesar. Be careful. Whoa, watch your hand.
Lionfish are dangerously venomous, with spines carrying a powerful neuromuscular toxin. Not something you want to be rolling around with in the surf.
That would definitely ruin your dive.
Yeah, they got venomous spikes.
Give him some room.
The conditions may be rough, but this is the only way we're going to find conclusive evidence of Rapta.
Getting deeper here. Looks like it's opening up here. Oh my word, huge blocks. Look at the size of that.